Okay, so basically I've not uploaded on my channel in like a week and something, I don't even know, but because I always like have a video I recorded that day, but I just never uploaded. So I'm going to upload this like right now. So I sprained my wrist, so I'm gonna go to Bryce later today, but whatever. If I have an ace band to John. But it could always have been worse. There's a phrase in Judaism, if anyone's watching this doesn't know. It's called Gam Zulatova. It literally translates to also, this is for good, in a way. Also, this is for the best, you could say, right? So, basically means people use as a phrase, everything's for the best, right? Gam Zulatova. This too is for the best. Never, it came from a guy named Nachum Ish Gamzu. It's a whole story behind it. That's where I learned it from, whatever. But, so it could always have been worse. Luckily, it's my right hand. It wasn't a break, it was just a sprain. And, I don't know why it feels really hot right now. It kind of burns. But I don't know. I think that is upstairs, okay? He's not? He is. He is definitely upstairs. Just saw him upstairs. Go check again in his room. But, yeah. Oh, he's not? I don't know what to say then. I'm sorry, I don't know where he is. But, so yeah, so basically, I've been working on my shooting. I'm going to try to link the video in the description. Coach Colin Castillo, my shot mechanics. Phenomenal shooting coach. I don't know where mommy is. Phenomenal shooting coach. I'm trying to link a specific video in the description. Because I like the Ryan Rizuki, how he teaches shooting. Because he teaches shooting in a very textbook manner. He even said it himself, right? If you square or little turn, you should really have your index or split finger. He doesn't really agree with middle finger shooting, all right? Have your hand in the middle of the ball, not really on the side like Steph Curry, no palm rotation. It's just all this extra movement that's not needed, basically, right? Which I would totally agree with, and I also agree with the side of Coach Colin Castell. All right, I'm just trying to pull up. I bought his I don't even know what you would call it. He has like a website you could buy stuff, shotmechanics.mykajabi.com/library, whatever. So either way, so I can go to home. My training. That's Tati's tie. That's Tati's tie. It doesn't fit you. No, please don't leave in my room. Okay, please put it back where you found it. I don't think people who are that tall get ties. You have to be a little bit taller.
I know.
Okay.
And I told mommy to buy my size tie.
But maybe I forgot. I'm so sorry. But I'm so sorry. That's really annoying. So basically, I'm just looking. So he has a custom shot design. Phenomenal. It's totally worth it. So either way, he has a whole entire thing, and he has a PDF, if I'm correct. I'm trying to find the PDF. There's the PDF. And I go here, and then I open the PDF. I'm sorry, this is like not pre-planned at all. I really don't want to restart the video, so because I just want to take this one video and upload it. So while it's loading, I have been running as consistently as I would like. Yesterday I just did 1 suicide. Friday, I just did 1.5 suicides instead of like a full mile. Partly because I didn't feel like it, which it should not be my vocabulary, but partly because I didn't want to do it. It's like, that's just like, I just didn't want to run, and my wrist is hurting, and I figured, I was watching a thing about building habits, and it was basically saying that there needs to be like 3 different things for building a habit. Like, one is, like, you need to have a small, easy, medium, hard, and every single day you have to do at least the easy one. At least. You could do medium or hard if you want. So I think I'm going to do running. 1 mile is going to be my hardest. Running a suicide is going to be my minimum per day. And I'm not sure what the medium one's going to be. But every single day I have to run at least 1 suicide. And it's so easy. It's right in front of my yard. It's around 100 feet. I run basically... What? Man, never mind. My minimum is running 400 feet. So 2 suicides. I was thinking that 100 feet there and back is 1 suicide. I don't know how much is suicide? Full court, there and back is one suicide, right? No, full court and back twice is a suicide. Okay, I'm getting confused. Whatever. Either way, basically I ran a suicide. So look, you have three options. He basically says shoot 10 shots from the free throw line. Say, shoot 10 shots with your with feet squared, 10 with your small tilt, 10 with a big tilt. All right, and whichever one feels more comfortable, whichever one you make more of, right? That's the one you should do. Then you pick wide, medium, or narrow base. How close do you want your feet together? Fine. Then where are you looking at the rim? Front, back, middle, wherever, whatever you want to look at, right? How much do you make out of 10? Back, your hand should be in back of the ball, fully cocked behind the ball, on top of it, or to the side. I like my hand between back and top. Most people like it somewhere in between. No one really is like, some people like it on top, some people like it fully behind, some people like it on the side. Generally, like, people, like Steph Curry doesn't like it on the side or on top, he likes it in the middle. I like a lot of people, you just find what's comfortable for you. Then, is your guide hand forward, middle, or up, right? Is it totally forward, is it middle, or is it totally up? Whatever, where are your fingers pointing? Which finger's middle of the ball? Split finger, middle finger, index finger, right? And then do you follow the ball with your eyes, or you lock to the rim the whole time, right? And then he has, and then whichever one you made more out of 10, let's say the thing that helped you the most was keeping your feet squared and turning in the air, let's say, or having a big tilt or small tilt, whatever it is. That's the one that you should do. And focus on that for like a week or two until it's natural for you. It's natural for you to have your feet tilted. And whenever you don't, let's say it happens 10% of the time. I would say when you make the mistake around 10% of the time or so, that's when you have it pretty down. Then you can move on to other things. And whenever you realize you physically realize, oh, I missed, I know why, my feet were tilted, or whatever it is. So, whatever it is. So basically, so it's a great thing. So one thing that really helped me is, I'll link the video in the description, man. Coach Colin Costa. It's so funny, like, I would not be, like, it's so funny how much people rely on people. And, like, I would not be anywhere where I am right now in basketball without other people, obviously. And I think that's with every single NBA star. Without people believing in them and without them believing in themselves, without people, the right coaches, the right trainers around them, they would be just a regular guy. And, so that's great. So I'm gonna put that video. So basically, it's just the shot path, the way you bring up the ball. And not only do I realize that I have perfect timing. Generally, I used to always, I'm just gonna say push the ball in a way. I would keep the ball close to my body, put it that way. And now my elbow's not really ever out. And it feels more fluid. And just the shot path, how important it is. He talks about how that's not how you maximize range and efficiency or whatever. The video is amazing. I would highly recommend anyone to watch it. But I'm just rambling. So I don't know why my wrist like burns, but I'm really hoping that this wrist heals in the next second. But it's probably not realistic. But I'm just gonna probably look back on this and think like, man, this is a big turning point in my basketball thing. And I also had a local family friend. They want me to, they offered to, I guess they offered to pay me to train their son or sons. I'm not sure which specific kids they want me to train, which is going to be an experience of a lifetime, I guess, because I really love teaching basketball, and I love playing it. I love learning about it, and it's going to be so much fun to teach. I think I learned with him once. Several months ago, maybe November or December or something, January 2020, I remember December 2019, it was a long time ago, and I was like helping him to pass, which I still think what I did was good, but I was teaching him how to shoot, and man, did I screw up. I've learned so much since then. I've done so much research on like how to teach and what to do, and so yeah, but I did have a trainer myself. I'm not gonna say his name, but either way, a very, very nice guy. The only thing is that I'm not going to continue with him is because everything, and which is something I could learn for myself when I train people, is everything he did in that class I do on my own. I do on my own, personally, except for passing. We ran a suicide. We did the Mikan drill, which is like the most basic drill in basketball. It's pretty easy. We ran it one suicide. We did free throws. At the end, we did a 3-point contest to me and him. He won, by the way. My shooting was just off. This was on Friday. A few hours after he left, I sprained my wrist, but God forbid broke it. I sprayed it. So yeah, so basically, and we did pull-up jump shots going to the left. We did a rip. I asked like, what move should I do? It's like, I don't know. Right, so and you could tell he offered, when he was training, he offered several sports, which is something I could realize is, don't hire a trainer where they specialize in a few sports, because that's not good. I want a specialist. If I'm gonna be, I want a specialist, not a generalist. So, or do you rather teach and be not a good trainer, or an okay trainer in like 5 sports, or a phenomenal trainer in 1 sport, right? So that's something I learned. So I gotta make myself unique and set myself apart, and I guess he brought cones. I don't really get the use of the cones, but like, and we did some jump rope, which I could do on my own, but yeah, so basically, yeah, so I feel like I gotta need to set myself apart. What should I work on with these kids? I can do footwork. Footwork is such a big part of basketball that I could work on. I have a grip mat here. I can work on getting low, being shifty, huge part of it, right? Footwork with your shiftiness, getting your heel off the ground, and really trying to get your knee to touch the floor, and just try to be shifty with all your moves. I could work on hesitation. I could work on there's so many things. So I'm pretty excited to start, hopefully, and I'm just excited, and I got like 200 makes in so far, and my shot feels phenomenal. I mean, every few weeks my shot just feels better and better. Not because I'm shooting more, which is such a big misconception. People say, I think Splash Lab, he talks about this. SplashLab.com, Splash Lab. I'll try to also link his thing in the description if I remember. Amazing YouTube channel, amazing thingy, whatever. Amazing guy. Basically, he talks about that it's a big myth, which I never believed in, but I guess people do, and I think it's true. If I just keep shooting, if I shoot 1,000 shots a day, my form will automatically get better. Your shooting might get slightly better, but if you want to be a great shooter, like top 0.01% of all shooters, right? Like the top 100 shooters, whoever lives or whatever it is, you want to be one of the best shooters on earth. You can't settle with mediocre form. You can't just settle with whatever it is. So for me, the biggest thing, I've taken 500 makes a day, which out of the past 51 days, I haven't. Yesterday, I only took 350, and like 3-4 days ago, I only took 410 makes. Otherwise, every single day, it's been 500 or more. One thing I learned is that every few weeks, I'm like, man, did I reinforce bad form? Like, but at the same time, I wouldn't have gotten where I am right now without shooting those 500 shots that day, 500 makes that day, right? And it's kind of like a thing where I'm, like, I don't even know, like, the biggest thing that with taking 500 makes a day really helped me is knowing my form. Because every day, I wouldn't just shoot. Every single night, I would do research, sometimes for hours, watching Klay Thompson. I could watch Klay Thompson forever. Trae Young, I could watch Trae Young forever. Like, there's not that much clips of him, like, really talking about his shot and his shooting, which is one of the reasons why I kind of want to document my story in a way. But Kyrie Irving, I love it. Like, Kyrie Irving is also deserving of credit, leaving defender swerving. That's by Ari Lesser. Great guy. I love it. And he made a rap about Cleveland Cavaliers. In Cleveland, we waited 52 years for these unbelievable Cavaliers. Down 3-1 before they won 3. First time in NBA history. Taking Game 7, making Steph Curry scurry back to the locker room in a hurry. The odds were slim, but we pushed all in. And somehow Ohio brought home the win. So, that's just the chorus of it, but he gave Cleveland a reason to believe in. Miracles leaving, Golden State grieving. But yeah, so Coach Colin Castell, shout out to him. If anyone's even watching this, I doubt it, but whatever. I'm just gonna talk to myself. You know, I bought every single one of his things. He had a huge sale. So right now, I actually have nothing to do right now, and it's very bad to be bored. And I just play basketball outside. I'm wearing long pants. I want to go change the shorts, but I'm actually gonna watch. I'm basically gonna watch all of his things, and hopefully I can implement them, because he has such a cool online program. And he's like a business guy, man. He always has sponsors in his videos. He has like almost 1 million subscribers on YouTube. It's so cool. He records. His website is very professional. He records it like this thing once, and like just look at how cool this looks. If you can see that, look at how cool that thing looks. That thing is like epic. Like that looks so cool. The animation, the video is top quality, notch quality. And someone's called me, so I gotta go. But he's just a phenomenal guy. And peace. Sweet. So this is the next day. Yeah, that 15-minute clip was Sunday. Today's Monday. So either way, I got a wrist brace. I cut my knee. I know it's graphic. I probably should have give you a warning, but I fell on my knee today while doing a move because my ground outside my driveway is very dusty. And my James Harden, I don't really have that much grip. Even if you're, I'm just saying, like, if you're gonna get the Harden force, if you're on a dusty court, this is why it doesn't really have. I've gotten my ankles broken many times. Not many times, a handful of times from the Harden fours, because on a dusty floor, they don't have good traction in general. But either way, that's that. My shot feels amazing. I try to put some clips in it. I just noticed while I was recording today, I dipped my shoulder a little bit, which I will totally be eliminating tomorrow. Got 660 makes in. I ran 2 suicides. That's pretty much it. So what else do I have to work on? I'm tilting my feet just a little bit. It's natural, feels nice. Biggest thing is lowering my hips and lowering my chest, like really getting low. I need to stretch. I've been kind of slacking on stretching. I'm really gonna be stretching because my hips. So it's willing to know my hips are not flexible. I'm gonna. What else am I gonna do? Pure Sweat Basketball. Try to link in the description. I forgot what I said in yesterday's video. I'm probably not going to link whatever I said I was going to link in it, because I don't remember. Pure Sport Basketball, though. Amazing, that channel. I'll try to link it. They have an app, $5 a month, worth every penny. Literally. It's such a great app. So, I had a Ryan Rizuki class, excuse me, on Zoom today, which was fun. I learned the toe tap, the jab step, and then you rip, one dribble, you sit on the behind the back. From there, you can just shoot it, depending on the defender, or you can just go towards your left, right? You jab step, your right foot's your foot, jab step with your left foot, rip through, right, left, right, while you're dribbling. Then behind your back, you sit on it. You could either go left, or if that makes any sense, or you could hang it. Step your left foot and cross over, go to your right. Depending on what the defender does. It's pretty fun. I was working on just step backs, all sorts of stuff. So, yeah, that's that. And my shot, working on finishing. I can't really do much with my right hand. It is in here, but I'm just trying to get lower, because in Ryan Rizuki, which I'm very, happy that he acknowledged that in the past few weeks I've become a lot more shiftier, my body, and I told my friend I was so shifty that I scraped up my knee, or I broke my knee, or you break your ankles. I was so shifty, but yeah, that's what happens when you get really shifty and your knee gets really low to the ground. If you slip a little bit on concrete when you're wearing shorts, you're probably gonna cut your knee. So that's that. But otherwise, I think I'm doing good, and I'm just excited for tomorrow. I'm really excited for tomorrow to work on my shooting, ball handling, footwork, shiftiness, everything basketball. I'm so excited. Can't explain how excited I am. But tomorrow is in a while, so I better go. I need to dive in. I need to pray. I need to take a shower and say Kriyat I need to do my chores, and I need to wake up 8 a.m. tomorrow and go to sleep. So yeah, peace, and upload this video.